I'd like to welcome everyone to my first ever recording and broadcast of Farming Simulator 2017. This is the American Outback map. We can take a look at the map actually, and I've never seen the map before, so interesting. I think we own Field 1 by the looks of it. I don't see another field we own, so it doesn't even look like it's in any fruit. It says cultivated, and it says we need to plow it. So without further ado, I might as well jump right back into that and see if we cannot. Oh, hang on. I'm going to change this because we want to buy our own fuel, our own seed, and our own fertilizer. And sooner or later, when we get some animals, we'll allow them to keep track of the animals. Plant growth normal, plant withering will turn off. Periodic plowing will leave. I'm going to turn fertilizer to 1 because with the size of these fields, by the looks of it, we'll just be doing nothing but fertilizing. So everything else looks good so far. So let's go see. I guess we have this is a water tank? I'm not sure. We have silos back there. Oh, here's our tractors. Yeah, that looks like a loading spot for, we'll have to see if we have any grain to sell later. We have 3 tractors. All of them look the same. There's a combine, there's a fuel station, so let's get the plowing started. That usually takes a while, especially with this kind of plow. I'll be hiring a worker or 2 to work our field. Number 1, I'm no good with a plow like this, and the other reason being we'll see if we cannot find some work to do. The other farmers will actually pay you to do different things on their fields, so it's usually a pretty good way of earning money. Since we've only got $20,000 right now. So, hey, well, a bridge with no railings, you got to like that. Kind of dangerous. This almost looks, I guess, American Outback looks kind of southern because of the burnt look of all the grass and the big yucca plants or cacti or whatever these are. It's supposed to be Texas, maybe. It looks too, I don't know if there's mountains in Texas, so maybe a little bit different than that, but I suppose even parts of the north might have, they wouldn't have a cacti or yucca like this. I currently live in a farming community in Michigan, so I get to see a lot of farming happening and stuff. It's quite nice. Let's see here. We'll start the field, or we'll start this person on the field, and we'll take a look at how the plow is going to be working here. I love the detail. And it looks like we've got a woman hired to do our plowing, which is only too correct nowadays. I mean, women have been farming for years, so righteously so. Case 1455. Again, beautiful detail, beautiful color. Watch your hands. Yeah, they turn with the wheel. You gotta like that detail. Very nice. Now this plow, let me just keep an eye on the, if you look in the bottom right corner, looks like the plow's doing 9 miles per hour. I've got a fuel mod downloaded that shows that we're using 12 or 13 liters per hour, and the dots with the yellow dots, they'll go into red. That kind of shows you the stress that's being, the horsepower, I guess, or stress that's being used on the tractor. So it's a little more information, kind of nice. The fuel mileage is actually a little more accurate, so it kind of helps. I'm going to tab over. I'm not playing this realistically, so I'm going to tab over to my other vehicles. And I know sometimes tabbing between vehicles can be a pain to watch. So I'll show you what it's like now, but I'll be editing all my tabbing out of the videos because I don't want to watch that, and I'm sure you don't. So I'm going to push tab right now. And apparently we tabbed into our combine, so why don't I show you Case International 1660. Axial flow or axial flow. Don't know what any of that means. This is the interior. Again, wonderful detail. Air conditioning. Oh, there's a radio. You can actually turn the radio on, and you can change the channel too. Kind of neat. So if you wanted to listen to music while you play, you can. Let me turn it off for now. Yeah, again, beautiful detail. Right, I'm going to tab into a tractor. Let me take a look at, the reason I'm tabbing is I want to see if we have any. We do. We have some crops for sale here, so we might as well sell some to generate some money. In fact, this is wheat, barley, canola, sunflower, soybean, corn, potato, sugar beet, sugar cane. There's manure and slurry. Apparently you could sell that too. Wool, once we get some sheep. This is wood chip. This one is silage. That's straw. And one of these is hay and one of these is grass. I'm not sure which one. This is probably grass, seeing as how the price is a little cheaper. But by the looks of it, we're going to sell some soybean here. Outback grains. Oh, it's right next to us. That's convenient. So why don't we hook up the trailer over here. We have a tipper. Again, a Case 1455, so it is the same tractor. There. Go around the corner here, I believe. Yeah, we have an empty point here, so we can fill our silos. And then this is a spot where we can fill our trailers. So if we push R, we're going to get soybean. Perfect. It's loaded up. That's 6,000 liters. And let me check something. I want to make sure I'm on. Good, we're on dollar and miles. Sometimes it puts you on euros or pounds, and I'm in America, so I'm going to play with dollars and miles. Yeah, we'll put the cover on and we'll go sell this. Although I guess we're selling it right there. Couldn't ask for a more convenient spot to sell. Yeah, perfect. Wow. Okay, we're here. And we're going to see what 6,000 liters of soybean earn us here. $9,944. That's outstanding. Now, let me see. I guess just up here we turn. That's good. We'll take a look. Maybe we'll sell another product. The price changes, obviously, which is good because that kind of makes the game enjoyable or more realistic. The thing I love about this game are the mods. This map mod looks outstanding, but by what I can tell, the detail's quite nice. The mods make the game basically never-ending. I don't think I could get too bored with the game. I mean, if I was just playing one or two maps, yeah, I'd get bored, but every time there's a mod come out with a new piece of equipment, it's kind of neat. So let's take a look at what we've got to sell. Yeah, we could sell sunflower. It looks pretty good. Huh. Did I sell it at the wrong store? Oh well, too late now. Sunflower looks good at Tombstone Grains, so that's over here, which isn't too far away either. So we might as well do sunflower. And that gives us 4,500 liters. So that's up here to the left. I think we almost passed it when we brought our plow to the pool. I like the traffic, that's kind of nice. Better make sure he's not turning. I played a map one time, it was a Texas map, a fairly large map too, and they had one main road that was like a highway, and the traffic ran about 60 miles an hour, and they never identified you on the as traffic, so if you happened to get in their way, they would smash into you and roll you over. So I ended up actually turning the traffic off there. It was just too much to deal with. This traffic, I don't see a lot of it for one thing, and it doesn't look that fast, so I think we can deal with the traffic here. We'll see. Like you say, I know it's a bit of a cheat to turn the traffic off, but okay, 4,500 liters of sunflower. That earned us $7,130. Very nice. Just take a quick look at the commodities again. I think we'll hold on to what we have now because prices are changing, prices are coming up and whatever, so that's all we've got right now to generate some cash, and it helped us. We went from 20,000 to 36,000. Good stuff. I'll take a look too on the map in a minute, or I'll tap over and see how our plow is doing, and if it's on its way or got a fair amount done, I think we'll see if we can send the seed drill over, or I'm not sure if we'll have to cultivate first. Some of the smaller seed drills you have to cultivate before you can seed. Other ones they have that built into them. So sorry about the jerkiness too. I'm using keyboards. I'm playing the game just like anyone else would who purchased it, I suppose. I don't have a steering wheel to mount on the computer. That usually ends up looking a lot nicer. So Might as well disconnect this. And let me take a look at the map, because we can tell sometimes. Oops, wrong way. Yeah, our plow's doing pretty good here. I'm going to tab over just to see. We might let him go a bit longer. There's our other. Yeah, see now this seed drill. Let me take a look. If we go here, we can look at our stuff in the garage. And yeah, it's a Great Plains harvest seed drill or sowing machine, sorry. See, it says you can sow the fields, but if I'm not, let's go to sowing machines, take a look. If I'm not mistaken, there's other ones that, yeah, this one says, additionally, this machine offers possibility to seed directly, no cultivating or plowing. So we're going to have to cultivate. So I'm going to hook up the cultivator to, well, I'm in this tractor, I might as well do it with this tractor now. And we'll take it on over to the field. Boy, was that horrible. Drive it over to the field, and I'm not sure if I'll start a worker cultivating it or not. I'm not sure how fast this cultivator will work on the field. I don't want him to catch up to the plow, obviously, because you know that's no good. Okay, we'll see here. Yeah, the plow. I'll let him do a little more work yet, just to make sure we've got enough separation, yeah, between the two vehicles. I'll stage this one here. And I guess I should have, I downloaded a mod too for Follow Me, so I probably should have hooked up the seed drill and staged it over here too, because we're going to be planting this field. In fact, we're going to plant it in soybean because right now it seems to be a pretty good cash crop. I'm going to tab over and we'll, there's our plow going along. She's doing great. And yeah, we'll hook up our seed drill here. Might have to buy some seed and fertilizer anyway, so. Oh, apparently it's full. That's great. If you look in the bottom right corner, we have 700 liters of seed and 500 of fertilizer. Right now it's set to wheat. We're going to, if you push Y, you'll see it, and we'll set it to soybean there. So that's good. So why don't we take a drive over from inside the cab. You gotta like this big exhaust pipe up front here that kind of gets in the way. I recall watching a game played called Farmer's Dynasty or Dynasty, depending on where you live, and they start you out on an old tractor that has a exhaust pipe that just pumps raw diesel fumes in your face, and you know, it's a single axle tractor, and the only springs on it are the springs on your seat. So you get the idea that farmers in the past were a pretty hardy bunch. They really had to be tough. I mean, they have to be tough nowadays. Even tractors nowadays are air conditioned. You know, you have radios and stuff like that, but you have to be self-motivated and you know, to sit in a tractor for 8-12 hours a day, maybe, you know, planting a field. And I mean, it could get to be long and tedious. So I have brothers, half brothers in upstate New York, and they own and run one of the largest dairy farms in New York. So find out. I'll have to Facebook him. But I think they have over 2,000 acres, and they're milking over 1,000 cows. But I'm not certain on that, so we'll have to. I'll find that out, and I'll let you know in another video or two. But you know, I mean, it's long, drawn-out hours for sure. So I take my hat off to the farmers nowadays, and I could say I really appreciate what they're doing. I'm envious of them too. I mean, there's things that are very nice about their way of life, being your own boss, and uh, you know, it's got its benefits for sure. Living outside the city's kind of nice. As I say, I live in a farming community, which is kind of neat. There's a dealer just up the street who has who sells tractors, and he's got a couple of vintage tractors that I'll have to take some video of, or pictures at least, and share them with you. Yeah, I'm going to start this guy in the field. He's got a vintage combine there, and the width of the head is probably about the size of my desk here, maybe 4 feet. And he's got another vintage corn combine or corn picker, and it does 2 rows at a time. So, like I say, I'll have to take some pictures of those. Okay, these guys are going. We're plunking along just fine. Take a close up of the cultivator doing what it needs to do, which is basically give a uniform texture to the field and make sure it's ready for seeding. Again, we've got another woman driver, which is great. I didn't notice the speed. Let me take a look at the speed of this just to make sure. It's running 10 miles an hour, so I think we have enough separation between the two of them. We'll see. In the meantime, why don't we see if we can find a field to earn some money on. Now the fields that are ready to cultivate are 18, 12, 10, and 6. Oh, and 9 too. It's got removed tops. It's probably that's sugar beets. We'll leave that one alone. What did I say over here? 6. And 6 is in soybeans. So why don't we take a look at 6? You click that and you go visit. And if we push R, it tells us how big the field is, how much money he wants for the field. And we got 34 minutes to do, well, he'll pay us $13,000 to take his crop off. So I bet I could get that done in 15 minutes. Why don't we give that a whirl? I'll start that right now. Massey Ferguson Delta, I didn't catch the number, 9380. Interesting. I have no idea what that means, but I'm sure there's people out there that do. Okay, push X to open. And let's get some position. I'll probably start driving crooked now that I'm looking at the combine. That's my avatar. It doesn't look anything like me. That's Love the detail. Like I say, you can even see the auger working, bringing up the seed. Kind of neat. Take a quick look on the inside too. Pretty cool. Like I say, I've never driven anything like this. One of these days, maybe I'll see if my brothers can take me along for a ride. In fact, what I'll do is, next time I visit, I'll take some video and add that to my videos, because I think that would be entertaining. Oops, see, I'm well off the mark there. Sorry about that. I'm driving crooked. I know there's individuals who actually do nothing but drive combines for a living. They'll work in America, and then they might fly up to Canada and work in the fields up in Canada for a couple months, and then they'll fly to Australia and work in some big farms down in Australia, Brazil. I don't know where else they work. It sounds like if you're young and single, it's probably a nice way to see the world and earn a living. So I'm not going to bore you with this whole thing. What I'll do is I'll fast forward it, or I'll edit it to the end. I'll let you see the end, how much money we make and stuff. So, without further ado, I'll see you at the end. Okay, welcome back. Sorry for my sloppy driving. It's atrocious here. I'm having all sorts of problems and leaving stuff behind. If you look in the upper right corner, we're nearing completion. The green circle there is coming up quite nice. So, and we still have 17 minutes left. So we should have a pretty good bonus here. Say a little bit sloppy driving. So, sorry about that. As I say, we're nearing completion here. Then we'll have to go back to the field and make sure things are okay in our field. So. Okay, I knew I could count on you. 13.6 and 5.1 for a bonus. That's $18,800. That's pretty good earnings. I wish I could earn that in 15 minutes worth of work. So Let me tab over to the field, and we might as well start our seed drill here, because I think we're far enough advanced here to do that. And I'll take a quick look at our other pieces of equipment to make sure they're not going to clash. There's our seed drill doing what it's supposed to do. A chipper young person. Sorry about that, sounded silly. But a young man driving for us here. I didn't notice, you probably did. I'd just go take a look at the speed, but by the looks of it, it wasn't going much quicker, and we've got plenty of separation. In fact, I might have to stop our cultivator over there because it looks like he's catching up to the plow, or she is. So I'm going to tab over there. And not too bad. We'll just let it go for a bit here. Now, I'm not going to record the whole session. I've got 44 minutes right now. Mind you, I'm going to edit some and whatever, so I won't record this whole field getting seeded and whatever. What I'll do is I might show you when each piece of equipment is finished or whatever, because I don't want to make the film too long here. So tomorrow what I plan on doing is we're going to have to sell a tractor because we'll need a stronger tractor. I want to buy a mower to see if we can mow some of this property here and bale some hay or bale some grass. See if we can sell the bales too. Some of the games you can do what you want, but you won't make any money with your bales. Other games you can make a ton of money creating silage, like baling grass and wrapping it and make silage. So we might do that just to get a little bit of extra cash. I don't want to do it to finance the whole farm here, because that's just a cheap, make millions of dollars cutting grass. It's kind of silly. But we'll see. We'll have to buy a mower. We'll have to buy a baler. We might rent a wrapper. We'll need a trailer, stuff like that. So I'm not even sure if we can cut this. It looks awful dark and brown or whatever. So we'll see. Now, if I look at the map, it would be nice if the game actually had some dotted lines around. Like, I know this is our farm here, and here's where the sheep are, and there seems to be a field right beside the sheep. Not sure if it's the pasture or not. I don't think so. But we might be able to cut the grass there if it's mowable. Down here, there seems to be a fairly large piece of property with nothing on it, so I'm not sure if it's ours. Like I say, it'd be nice if there was a dotted line around your property. Like when you own a field, it turns green. So when you buy fields, the number turns green. But I could just assume, I suppose. I found through other games, if you can mow the grass, you can turn it into a field. So I think we'll try that with this field. We'll see if we can mow it. And if we can, we'll mow it and bale it. And then we'll plow it. And we get a free field out of it. So, but that's what we'll do tomorrow. If I show you, go through some of these pages, we have a $75,000 loan right now. So I'm going to max that out so that we're able to buy some equipment here. You can borrow money and you can repay it. So we're going to borrow money for now. We'll repay it later. But at the moment, we've got basically no income because we're waiting for our crops to grow. So we'll have to borrow some money to buy some equipment. So we'll do that. As for this video, I think we'll call it a day. I thank you very much for watching. I would really enjoy you subscribing to my channel if you enjoyed yourself. Please feel free to give me some criticism. I'm new to this, and constructive criticism is more than welcome. Keep it polite and friendly, because it is a game. I'd like to keep everything polite and friendly here. So, thank you very much for watching. Goodbye for now.